What if I told you AI doesn't create the way humans do, but it can still surprise you with ideas that feel genuinely new? It can write stories, design images, make music, even help invent things. So here's the big question. Is it actually being creative? Or is it just remixing what it's seen? Welcome to the Smart Side. This channel is all about learning how things really work. In the next few minutes, we're going to crack the code on AI creativity, what's happening inside these models, why they can feel imaginative, and what they still can't do the way humans can. Let's start with something simple, and honestly kind of important. AI doesn't have inspiration, it doesn't have personal memories, and it doesn't have intentions of its own. So how does it create anything at all? At its core, most modern creative AI is a pattern learning system. It studies huge amounts of examples, learns relationships inside them, and then generates a new output based on what is most likely to fit, given your prompt. For text, that means it learns how words, sentences, and ideas tend to flow together. Style, structure, tone, humor, storytelling, all of it. For images, it learns how shapes, lighting, colors, and textures tend to appear together. Then it builds an image, step by step, turning visual noise into something clear. Now, here's the reason it can feel creative. Creativity is often new combinations of familiar pieces. Humans do this too. A new song isn't created from nothing. It's rhythm, melody, and emotion, arranged in a way you haven't heard before. A new recipe is familiar ingredients, combined in a new balance. A new joke is old logic with a surprise twist. AI is extremely good at combining patterns in fresh ways because that's exactly what it was trained to do. But let's clear up a common misunderstanding. AI usually isn't pulling a finished answer from a library. It's generating something in the moment, one step at a time. Think of it like this. At each moment, it has a bunch of possible next words, each with a probability. If it always picks the safest option, the result can sound predictable. But if it allows a little more variety, still within the rules it learned, it can take less obvious paths. That's where the creative feeling comes from. Structure plus controlled randomness. It's kind of like improvisation. You're not doing something totally random. You're exploring within a framework. And that's why the same prompt can give different results. It's sampling from possibilities, not selecting one fixed answer. Okay, so is that real creativity? It depends how you define it. If creativity means making something original and useful, then yes, AI can absolutely help produce creative outputs. But if creativity means expressing a personal point of view based on lived experience, then no. AI doesn't have that. Here's what AI is missing that humans naturally bring. First, lived experience. Humans create from memories, emotions, culture, and personal history. AI can imitate the language of emotion, but it doesn't feel anything. Second, personal goals. A human can decide, I want to tell the truth, or I want to make you laugh, or I want to say something that matters. AI doesn't want anything. It responds. Third, real-world understanding. AI can sound confident and still be wrong because it's built to generate what fits patterns, not what it personally knows is true. So, what's the best way to think about AI creativity? Think of it as a powerful creative partner. It's amazing for brainstorming, exploring variations, remixing styles, and breaking creative blocks. But it still needs a human for direction, taste, meaning, and judgment. Because the real creative power isn't only generating options, it's choosing the right one. So here's the code behind AI's creative abilities. It learns patterns from massive amounts of examples. It generates new combinations on demand. And it uses controlled randomness to explore surprising ideas. And when you pair that with a human, someone with intent, meaning, and taste, that's when AI becomes genuinely powerful. If you enjoyed this and learned something new, I'd really appreciate it if you hit like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me and my channel, and it really helps the smart side grow and reach more curious minds like you.